everyone. Welcome to another edition of Treelawn Talks. This is Eric Hansen, and this is our weekly profile of upcoming events at the Treelawn Music Hall and Treelawn Social Club, both located at 15335 Waterloo Road in Cleveland. And we're real excited to have the lead guitarist and one of the four members of the quartet, the Toronto-based Short Walk to Pluto, Max Kaiser, with us. Thanks for being here, Max.
How's it going, Eric?
Good. Thanks. So the band is going to be here at Treelawn this Friday, May 3rd, 8 p.m. show. We still have tickets available, but they are really selling well. So if you don't have them, you can go to the treelawn.com. That's T-H-E, treelawn.com, and grab them. So, Max, so the band's about 5 or 6 years old. Is that right?
That is correct. Yeah, formed just after high school with myself and Jake, who's also on the call.
Hey, what's up, Jake?
Hey, we're almost. Emma's here too.
Oh, beautiful!
I'm also here.
Oh my God, the whole crew! Oh my God. Okay. Well, thanks. That's awesome. We've got the whole nine. And were you all high school buddies originally, or how did that work?
Yeah, Danny, Jake, and myself were all high school buddies, and we met Emma a few years ago through a friend. Honestly, just hit it off when we heard her voice. So we saw our future, and we were like,
awesome.
Okay, we got to get this girl on board.
That's cool. Yeah, it definitely happens that way. So you've had a lot of TikTok success, a lot of social media success. Howard Stern has figured in here somehow. How did the Howard Stern part come about?
Jake, didn't you find that somehow and send it to us?
Well, we just got a bunch of messages. Like, I guess a lot of our followers also listen to Howard Stern, so a lot of our followers are messaging, hey, he played you guys on the show that morning, and they were sending us clips and stuff. But I don't know how he found it, because he's not on social, so it must have been like a producer or something showed him.
Yeah, he's a dinosaur like me. I'm surprised. So one of the things that really struck me about you all is you really have a really good command of the visuals and videos. Do you have a professional crew, like the snippets that you've posted? I wonder how you do that. It seems like you just pull that off really well.
It's it all on an iPhone.
Well, I was going to say there's two kinds of content that we've been posting a lot lately. One is like clips of our music videos for our most recent singles. The next one drops on this Friday. And the Treelawn show in Cleveland is the release party for us. So, pre-save and do all that kind of fun stuff. But we have a pro team called at Portray All. That's portray.all. Do all our music videos. And everything else, though, anything you would see like in this room that I'm currently in is like an iPhone thing, just shot by us, compiled. We try to post every day. So most of our rehearsals are like just, okay, what content are we going to do?
It's really cool because I'm 57 years old, so I grew up in a completely different generation than you all, but your music really touched the core with me, and I'm really crotchety and curmudgeonly about things. So I think it has, and obviously you have a young audience too, so I think it's a really cool range of stuff. One of the other things I think is unusual in a good way is talking about mental health in some of your songs, some of the connections there, which obviously was something that didn't occur to most rock bands forever. And I think that's great. I mean, obviously it's happening in other mediums and in professional sports and stuff, but is that a conscious thing that you've been wanting to address, or how did that come up?
Yeah, I think so. It's important to talk about those things. There's so much stigma around mental health, and it's bad to have it, and it's not. Everybody has it in some capacity. People deal with it differently, and the way that I like to deal with it is through expressing it through music. That's how I've always dealt with anything that I'm dealing with. And having a song like Hopeless, the one that I'm sure you're referring to, it was powerful for me. I'm glad I got to express myself that way.
Yeah, I think everybody still, even though a lot of bands work against this to humanize themselves, but I think a lot of people think that everyone in the spotlight or any kind of spotlight has it all together, unless you hear otherwise. No, I think that's really hip. How do you go about choosing the covers? You've done some really cool covers that are not low-hanging fruit. They're not the obvious stuff. And does each member kind of come up with one, or what's that process like for you all?
It's all on Jake for this one. Jake, explain the process.
How do we pick our cover, Jakey?
Kind of just choose songs we like. A lot of when we first started, it was a lot of just going through the comments and seeing what people were suggesting. and that did really well for us. But they weren't always the songs that we liked. It was what our viewers liked. So now we barely post covers anymore. And so when we do now, it's really songs that we like and songs that we can take and do them in our own style.
I see your Rush album in the back. I'm a big Rush head, and Rush is from Toronto itself or right around Toronto proper?
Pretty much.
Yeah, Getty and Alex are from like 10 minutes from where Max lives. They grew up there. And then
that's awesome.
Yeah, Neil's from St. Catharines, which is like an hour away.
Cool. What do your parents think about your music? Do they like it?
They love it. I've got my mom is my momager. She has a t-shirt and everything. And my dad is convinced he will be our bus driver and dog handler because we all have dogs.
That's a good thing.
They're very proud. They've always been very supportive parents. That's from my side, at least. Yeah.
And have you been to the U.S. before? I forgot. Have you? I know you played, but have you done a full blown tour? Is this one of the bigger runs you've done, or?
We've done one basically the same as this, just a few different cities, some of the repeat cities. But yeah, we did one in January that was about 8 shows, and then yeah, we got this other one here in May, 8 shows, and then hopefully many more, potentially a lot more that spread out, geographically, and maybe go a little bit longer, maybe some new countries, maybe overseas, you never know. But what has to happen first is the songs have to do well. So go listen to our music. We work very hard on it. Thank you very much.
We're talking to members of the Short Walk to Pluto playing this Friday, May 3rd at the Treelawn Social Club. Up close and personal. This is our 100 capacity room, and things continue the way they are. We're probably going to sell out, which is very exciting. It's an 8 o'clock show. You can get tickets at thetreelawn.com. One last question. So the name, where did that come from? I know Pluto got declassified some time ago as a planet, right? What was the story? I forgot the story behind Pluto.
Back when I was a lad, I actually got an opportunity to go to space, and it was really fun.
Oh.
I remember it was like Apollo 47, and I went all the way up, did a few circles around the lower orbit. It wasn't crazy. It wasn't space, but it was up there. And I remember I looked out the window once, and I was like, oh, I could see every planet, but I couldn't see Pluto. And then my colleague Brian was like, "Oh, it's a short walk to Pluto." So that's where it came from.
Yeah, Danny's in space right now.
Wait,
Danny's actually in space.
Yeah.
Today.
Yeah.
What's with that? How'd that happen?
That's his job. He works at NASA.
Oh, okay. Is that how
So
you
all
got
this
there?
is total bullshit, but we try to make up a different story for every time.
I believed every word of it. I believed every word of it. I really
They
did.
really sold it too convincingly.
No, I like it.
When Danny tells the story, he tells it perfectly. Just the line between like this is ridiculous and no, this actually happened.
I bought every word of it. I have a friend who has a band called Bring Back Pluto. Pluto's got some
Pluto Army Unite.
Cool. Well, anyway, we're real excited to have you coming our way. Again, since I'm so Rush centric, Cleveland was really key in breaking Rush on the U.S. scene. WMMS, the station I used to listen to. So I hope we can
Cleveland rocks, right?
Something like that. Yeah, I hope we can make some role in your continuing presence on the scene. But thanks for the time. And again, Short Walk to Pluto, Treelawn Social Club, 15335 Waterloo Road, this Friday, May 3 at 8 p.m. Thanks again to all of you.
Thank you so much. Can't wait to visit Cleveland.